Hi everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. I just had to deal with some BS with the dogs, and I'm very annoyed and frustrated and sweaty because it's 95 degrees out in addition to their aggravation. So I'm trying to do a leprechaun look for today. I was going to try and do like a cute St. Patrick's Day look and then do a leprechaun, but I'm not good at beauty makeup, so I'm not doing that today. I'll try out palettes for y'all and stuff, but as far as beauty makeup goes, like for the looks, I'm not doing that. I'll try out palettes for you to let you know how I like them and, you know, all that, but I'm not going to do it strictly to do a tutorial on looks or something, you know, on the look or whatever. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot way better channels out there than me. Way better. You know, beauty makeup isn't my thing. And I mean, as far as just applying makeup for doing what I got to do with my life, that's fine. But I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm crabby and frustrated, and I probably shouldn't even come on here like this, but okay. Let me just take any old eyeliner and do the mouth. I think I'm gonna have a big, look, this is Gomez. Hold on one second. Maybe here, because I want him to have prominent teeth, because I want to give him like a couple gold ones maybe. The leprechaun, I like kind of painted him green, but you know, leprechauns aren't green. They're kind of just whatever your leprechaun is, I guess. Well, I guess they're imaginary, so I guess my leprechaun can be green, but I don't know. I didn't love it. Looking back at it, I'm like, yeah, let's try to do something better. All right, so I guess I don't really need to soften this line. Other than just soften enough to kind of know where his kind of stretched lips are gonna be. He's gonna be a little crooked, that's okay. So this part right here, the inside, like my lips, I'm gonna try and make those his teeth. And then the outside is gonna be his gums, and then further outside is gonna be his lips. And I think I'm gonna make his his gums black or a dark gray. And I'm gonna try and do sharp teeth. I don't know if this small it'll work out for me because I'm not very good at those details. In it. And you serve it with little round tortillas because those are gold chips. All right, I'm gonna let that dry a minute. I'm gonna fill them in. I will let that dry. I'll let that dry. I'm gonna go ahead and put my highlight, my first highlight in here. I can always go over it again if I work it like kind of out of the way, you know? Plus, I just love highlighting lines. It's my favorite. What I want to do with this, I want to make them evil. That's what I want to do. So evil eyebrows, I need black. So I'm just using this black felt tip. I should have knocked out or blocked out my eyebrows, but I didn't. Thing is, I'm trying to get the details kind of mapped out so I can work on the big picture, if you know what I mean. Now my mouth, the teeth are dry. I don't think, oh, yeah, I better go ahead and do the other layer of paint now, because if I do it after I apply the paint, I run the risk of it running together. And let's just finish the white first. You know, this is probably true for most people my age, but the first thing I ever saw Jennifer Aniston in was the original Leprechaun movie. Fun fact. Okay, so we're just kind of gonna do just like evil dark eyes, I think. It's evil, right? When you see something pointy, because I took, in college, I took a children's literature class, which, man, children's literature is effed up. But I took a children's literature class, and in it we discussed how things that are sharp and pointy kind of are a sign of evil. Like when they describe the bad guys, they have a sharp, crooked nose or something like that. But positive things, safe things are described as like in round, like the round kind of shape. So, you know, if you're round, the implication according to old school children's literature is you're safe, I guess. And we even heard, like, not only the original version of like the Little Mermaid and Little Red Riding Hood and stuff, but the far-reaching tales, like people, how other communities changed them, like, because when those stories were first developed, there wasn't any such thing as like childhood. People didn't know how to read. Literacy wasn't a thing, so people would sit around the fire and people would tell stories, and if you were children or adults, either way. So some of the stories were very graphic and very vulgar, but there wasn't any such thing as like that type of what we would consider vulgar today. That wasn't a thing. That's why our ancestors are so effed up. All right, get my favorite palette to do these, to add to these kind of looks, is my Wizardry and Witchcraft palette. I think this is my third palette like this, because a lot of palettes end up expiring way before I finish using them, but this one, there's only been a couple palettes I've completely used. Like, do you remember the original Tarte Graveyard Girl palette? I used that whole thing up. That was my absolute favorite palette, and if they were to re-release it, I would use it again. It would probably be my palette, again, my go-to. I mean, I used everything in it. Like, I loved it so much. But use it up and it's gone. I also had, Candy Johnson had a palette with Too Faced that I liked quite a bit. It like sort of looked like a little box of chocolates, and I used the hell out of that also. Okay. My dinner looks real good. It smells bad because it's cabbage. And I don't know if you're familiar with the smell of cooking cabbage, but not exactly the most pleasant smell in the world. Okay. Now we're just going to dirty him up a little bit. Her or him, I don't know. I'm basically enhancing the lines I already have on my face because I have these fine lines, wrinkles. And I'm just kind of bringing attention to them and making them even bigger. Okay, so we're going to leave that aside for a minute. We're going to do red lips. I think it's okay if it's lopsided. I think it's even more unsettling. A little bit more. Okay. Let's get in here good. I honestly really don't get St. Patrick's Day. Like, why is it such a big deal? You know? I mean, I guess if you're not a drinker, it's not. Because I'm not a drinker. If I didn't have the hat, it would just look like a random monster. It wouldn't really have any meaning to it. But that's okay. Leprechauns can find dentists that do gold things. And now we just need to dirty it up some. I don't care about getting dirty and just start dirtying up because I don't know, it just seems like in all those Leprechaun horror movies, that Leprechaun was kind of dirty. I'm not doing that Leprechaun, but, you know, it's kind of where I'm getting my inspiration from. He's so inspiring. Did y'all see I think it was a sequel of the Leprechaun movies made by WWE Studios. It's pretty bad. I still watched it though. All right, so here's my Leprechaun. I know the red shirt doesn't work, but it's okay. Don't pay attention to the shirt. Pretend it's not there. So that's my Leprechaun. I'm happy with it. I think that this is a lot better than the first one I did about a year ago. I'll link that down below if you're interested in seeing that, but it wasn't very good. I made prosthetics that just, it looked more like maybe a troll than a leprechaun. You know, there is a difference. So, but anyway, here's my Leprechaun. A couple of gold fangs. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to all of you later. Bye. Maybe I'll try and do I'll try. Maybe I'll try to do an eye look later. We'll see. I'm not the best for that role.